Pro-Russian separatists continue to defy calls for a de-escalation of the conflict in eastern Ukraine. Demands are still being made by separatist groups for the independence of certain eastern oblasts from the Ukrainian state in favour of joining the Russian Federation. Despite newly elected President Petro Poroshenko pledging that the deadly fighting in eastern Ukraine must end this week, fighting in the rebel-held city of Slavyansk continues to rage. Accusations of complicity between the Russian government and rebels made by Kiev and some Western powers are further stoking the fires of conflict in the region, despite repeated denials made by Moscow. In a related crisis for the stricken country, officials from Russia, Ukraine and the European Union are due to meet in Brussels to discuss the huge gas debt owed by Kiev to Russia, who are threatening to turn off all gas supplies unless the debt is paid. An energy crisis could be a dangerous new factor which would not help relations with the rebels. Mr. Poroshenko continues to strive for a peaceful solution with the separatists. At a crisis meeting today, he stressed that it was vital to restore the Ukrainian borders so that the safety of each Ukrainian citizen is guaranteed. He also suggested holding daily meetings with the so-called Trilateral Contact Group to try and achieve a peaceful settlement in the stricken eastern regions. Though these actions are a progressive step forward, separatists remain defiant to the government in Kiev. Certain elements within the separatists seem intent on stoking tensions, with a short video released last week supposedly showing the execution of 2 Ukrainian officers. Skirmishes have continued in the disputed city of Slavyansk, which has seen some of the fiercest fighting in recent days. Ukrainian armoured personnel carriers and military vehicles continue to line the roads leading into Slavyansk, with soldiers poised behind defensive positions, their machine guns trained on buses and cars leaving and entering the city. The effect on Slavyansk's inhabitants has been significant, with electricity and power supplies now failing. Many residents have taken to cowering in their basements and cellars to escape the conflict. The actions of Ukrainian forces has added to the hostility in the disputed regions. The use of air bombardment and heavy weapons has led to the deaths of civilians and will do little to ease tensions in the area. A spokesman for the self-styled Donetsk People's Republic, which has declared independence from Ukraine, has stated that the fight will continue despite the actions of President Poroshenko to quell the unrest in the area. With recent reports of attacks on border posts in Luhansk, the unrest seems to be spreading to more cities in the eastern region. A resolution to this crisis must be of paramount importance to the new government in Kiev, but until a direct dialogue is opened up between the separatists and the government, this conflict shows no signs of being resolved. John Taylor, Russia Today.